Hola, hola. Hey, I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes and then I'm gonna show. I ain't gonna be on here long because my food is kicking in. But I do want to show y'all this video real quick. And I've told y'all about it, but I actually found it, which is cool. Phone's still on the floor, girl. Hey. Excuse me. I feel the itis coming, honey. Looks like I'll be up early in the morning. Hey, Vicky. I want to show y'all something that I found 10 years ago. And this is when I got cussed out by my family members. And they said around this same time they was telling people I was in a reprobate mind, which is so freaking crazy. Girl, I got the itis. I didn't have y'all tasted the raspberry barbecue sauce at Walmart? Oh my God. Y'all tasted already? They got it in the little bottles up at the front. Love you too, Pumpkin. Y'all seen it? Ooh. Hold on. It's probably still in my room. Give me a second. Baby. Talk about stupid and beef with the ranch is even better. It's called Blues Hog Raspberry Chipotle Barbecue Sauce. Baby, listen here. I dang near wanted to lick it off the plate. This is so good. It was only $1.02. I be trying new stuff because I get tired of eating the same thing. This right here, baby. This right here at Walmart. This. You said you literally just left Walmart, baby. Listen, this right here. Listen, I had me some wing, baby. It is good, and I'm not a big cinnamon person, so they do put cinnamon in it because I could taste the cinnamon in there. But baby, it's good. That's what I ate it with some wings, girl. You said I'm going back tomorrow, sis. And have you tried the peach hot sauce? You in Georgia, so probably they got a peach hot sauce that's pretty good too. I saw the carrots was on recall, and that's crazy because I was about to go get some carrots. Mm-hmm. So y'all ready for this video real quick? I think it's gonna be very interesting. Y'all got y'all ears open? Cause baby, this was 10 years ago. Remember when I had y'all go look for the video about the solo health machine? Y'all remember? What year are we in? What year are we in? Tell me before I play this video for you. 24. 10 years ago this year. Here we go. Okay, we're at Walmart and we're looking at Hold on. Solo Help Station. Why is this not twisted? What's really unique about it? I don't know what's been going on with my phone. How long did you set your knee level? Knee level. For your hand, where you can swipe your hand. Okay, we're at Walmart and we're looking at the new Solo Help Station. What's really unique about it is look at the scanner. How long did you set your knee level? Knee level. For your hand, where you can swipe your hand for the RFID chip. The questions it shouldn't really have. The Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, was passed in 2010, and the law makes health insurance with pre-existing conditions. This is great news for multiple questions. We can have an experienced professional reach out to help you find the plan that. Here at Walmart, folks. Amy Hawley takes an in-depth look at this controversial technology. Here at Walmart, folks. Have a good day. To let customers pay without using debit cards, credit cards, or even cash. NBC Action News reporter Amy Hawley takes an in-depth look at this controversial technology.
Have you ever gone shopping or loaded up your cart with food or clothing and then get to the checkout line and find out you've left your wallet in the car? Well, tonight we'll show you the technology that makes it simple to just touch and go. You've seen the science fiction in movies? Using unique biological characteristics instead of keys.
He's been identified on the metro.
A facial or iris scan to unlock doors and digital accounts. An electronic, paperless society. Come summer, that kind of technology will leap off the big screen, and one Metro grocery store will make your identity available right at your fingertips. It's sci-fi technology that's about to enter the checkout lane, all in the name of
speed and convenience.
You'll be able to buy anything from bread to beer if you agree to give the store your ultimate identity. Once you have your grocery scanned, now what do? You punch in your PIN number, touch your index finger to the image reader, and you paid in about 3 seconds, all with the touch of your fingertip. It's called Biometrics, an automated way to recognize you based on your unique biological characteristics. Each person's fingerprint is a unique identifier, not biologically duplicated anywhere else in the world. At this hen house at 87th and Lackman, customers will soon be able to register their checking and credit card account information by computer. Then you provide 2 fingerprints, so later, with a quick scan, the system can recognize you are uniquely you.
Walk in with just your finger.
It's much easier just to swipe your fingers.
Oh, Reva, hold on 1 second. It's coming.
In the metro who already use biometrics for cashing payroll checks at hen house grocery stores. She says she will continue to use her fingerprint when hen house moves biometrics. They've used
that because you're not going to be there. Your finger is not.
Numbers on a stolen credit card can be changed, but once someone steals your fingerprint, they've stolen it for life.
Do not be sold on this because of a convenience. Do not give something away. Do not give yourself away, something extremely personal.
You know, today it's a fingerprint, tomorrow a microchip. Maybe that ushers in the mark of the beast.
Donnie Attaway quit his management job at Quick Trip when the convenience store chain told him he had to swipe his finger to clock in and clock out.
And although it may be optional today, you know, who knows about tomorrow?
We're by no means going to force anybody to put down their finger image if they're not willing to do that.
Experts say biometrics are about to pervade every aspect of our economy and daily lives. But they say for biometrics to work, there is one requirement: trust, something Christy already has.
And you put your finger in there, and my name comes up, and she's got all my information.
And it's that quick?
It's very quick.
Love it?
Love it.
People across the world already use biometrics. The U.S. government, the airlines, gas stations, even Walt Disney World uses technology that can read guests' blood veins in lieu of carrying day passes. But the technology is new to the metro. A hen house spokesperson told us if people like biometrics at their 87th and Lackman store in Lenexa, they plan to roll it out as a payment option to other hen house stores across the metro. Amy Hawley, NBC Action News.
And what we're now coming to a point, and you ask what drives these people, I think it is an unbridled lust for the ultimate form of power, which is the ability to decide who lives and who dies, the ability to decide who can procreate or who can live forever. What I take solace in, though, Alex, when I think about that is I always think about what it says in the Bible: what you intended for evil, I have turned to good. So there is nothing out there that Satan can throw at us, that these technological monsters who want this transhumanism, there's nothing that they can throw at us that if you maintain your integrity and stay within your own bounds, and I would encourage everybody, draw those boundaries now, because they're going to be really working on your psyche to try to get you to change them. You know, it is the most disturbing thing. And so what do we do? Well, first of all, I think it is okay to put your foot in the water and use some of these technologies. I do. I'm not going to get a microchip implant. They will have to shoot me before I will ever do that. Or if you believe what the Bible has to say about that, they will behead the people who will refuse to ultimately sign up for whatever form the mark of the beast.
That was 10 years ago. Transhumanism. We got robots. We got, you have to clock in. Exactly. You have to clock in with your fingerprint. Remember I said they gonna be able to turn everything off. That's what this whole putting consciousness into a robot is. It's transhumanism. So it's over trying to unalive somebody and use their fingerprint. You said you never even thought about it. Oh yeah, they'll be able to turn your money off. Mm-hmm. And it showed the people paying with their palm. My company does that now with the facial recognition. See, I didn't get to go all the way through there, but they had that on there too. I fast forwarded past that part, but hold on. Let me go back. It's in there too. Just give me 1 second. It's in the same video. Give me a second.
Clothing and then get to the checkout line and find out you've left your wallet in the car.
Have a good day. To let customers pay without using debit cards, credit cards, or even cash. NBC Action News reporter Amy Hawley takes an in-depth look at this controversial technology.
Have you ever gone shopping or loaded go? You've seen the science fiction in movies? Go. Checkout line and find out you've left your wallet in the car. Well, tonight we'll show you the technology that makes it simple to just touch and go. You've seen the science fiction in movies? Using unique biological characteristics instead of keys.
He's been identified on the metro.
A facial or iris scan to unlock doors and digital accounts. An electronic, paperless society. Come summer, that kind of technology will leap off the big screen, and one Metro grocery store will make your identity available right at your fingertips.
You said what about your job make you do the iris scan? You said what? You said what? Interesting. That was 10 years ago, y'all. That was 10 years ago. You said the Minority Report, for real, for real. Okay, my T-Mobile phone has the fingerprint to unlock. Interesting. Mine too. That's how I get into my banking information. It's my fingerprint on my phone. You said I knew it felt funny when my financial institution asked me for voice identification. Interesting. That was 10 years ago. So when I was telling my family about this, they was like, girl. And looky, one day later. I know this because me and my babies went to Disney World and we had to use our thumbprints to get our bracelets in 2014. When I was in nail school, back in 2020, they went from us having clock in with paper wise to having us clock in using our face or a pen. I said, hell no. I said, hell no. We never used to use our fingerprint at work to access medications. Interesting. And now y'all know you have to. Interesting. Looks like I won't be working. There goes my apartment. Michael. Yeah. Ain't that crazy? And now I know my family members and stuff be tripping because everything that I was telling them in 2014 is now. My husband just had to show his face to file for his unemployment. Interesting. Who remembers me telling you that they're going to be able to turn your money off? It's the easiest way to control people. Because how you going to buy something if you can't use cash and everything is digital? And we turn your money off. You're going to have to. Now, in order to work at some places, you have to use your fingerprint or retina scanner. Interesting. You thought that video was of today? No, 10 years ago, Auntie Nancy. That was 2014. And I got called all kind of ugly names. because I posted that and I was like, look, y'all need to be paying attention. And I had just got back from Disney where we had to use our thumbprints in order to, if we, just in case we lost our band or whatever, to get in the next day. So I was like, interesting, it's already here. Y'all calling me crazy, but I just had to do it when I went to Disney World in Florida. So true. Don't do it your way, pay nothing. Yeah. Ain't that crazy? What y'all think? Even though we know this, is it crazy to know that 10 years ago, everything that we're hearing about in our news right now with transhumanism, the whole digital society, digital coins, and digital this and that, even though it was around back then, but like they said, this weekend in 2014, it's jumping up off the page. It's jumping off the movie screen and into real life in 2014. So is Amazon One really new? They just changed it from the fingerprint to the palm. Did they or did they not? They tried to tell us 4 years ago, oh, this is new. And 6 years prior to that, it was already stores using it. Regular little grocery stores. That part. You said if they turn our money off, I know how to grow food. You have a source of water on your own too? Like a well? You probably got a well. Because you won't even be able to get like water and electricity. Okay. Well, most people don't have one. Mm-hmm. Most people don't have one, and everything is pumped electrically. So, if you think about it, the water pumps electric. That's how they do the electric meters now. They didn't used to be. The gas meters used to not be electric. That's how people could take them off and put them on in other people's places. But now all they got to do is hit a button. They don't even have to come out and really set nothing up like that as far as the digital box thing, because it's all digital now. They can turn it off up there. They don't got to come out to your house and be in your backyard and turn it off. Your water, your gas, your electricity. They can do it with a click of a button at their main station. So, mm-hmm. Right. What y'all think? Did y'all know all of that was going on in 2014? Be honest. Did you know all of that was going on? You see the scanner. Remember when I told y'all, oh boy, Obama, he put them solo health machines in there and they had where you scan your hand. And I was telling my family, they was like, you need to go to a hospital. I said, they already in Walmart. They got in Walmart at like 12 or 13. What are you talking about? I read about this. It's on page 1001 of the Obamacare Act. Y'all didn't go read it. You said, no, I didn't at all. I was in high school, shocked, but still woke, though. Ain't that crazy? You said, no, I was just 18 years old in high school back then. Interesting. Well, y'all little cousins knew because I was beating them over the head with it. I was showing my girls and my son, like, look at this. Y'all better pay attention. Get your stuff right now. Get your stuff right now. Oh, okay. 10 years behind, Amazon was contracted with the post office. We heard of all of that. Oh, okay. So you already knew. Okay. Okay. I wish somebody would have told me. Listen. Listen. So that was 10 years ago. You want to know what I'm saying? The same stuff I was saying 10 years ago. This is on its way. And you know what people said? I think maybe, in the future, maybe 20 years. I said, no, it's already here. Well, I'm not going to worry about it until it affects me. How you clock in now? How you verify that you on your phone, either by having your face scanned or your fingerprint. 10 years ago, that wasn't a thing with our phones. No? And if it was in the early stages. They started in the peace department with inner ear temp gauges on how to introduce medical. Interesting. Interesting. On the autism babies. That's true. And now you can't take the batteries out of your phones either. Exactly. So how much closer do you think we are to that system that we talk about if this in Revelations? If 10 years ago that was already the thing. 4 years ago, Amazon did their thing in 2020. Now we're in 2024, almost 2025. What y'all think? What's up? What y'all think? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. You said very close. The Lord already been speaking on it. Okay. 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 So do you understand now why I be like, are you serious? So you just gonna be okay with being crazy. I remember when they brought that chip card out, and I was telling everybody before that, I said, you ain't gonna be able to get access to your money unless you got a chip. And they was like, girl, you need to stop. You really do. Like, I had my minister friends and everything. They was talking good and crazy to me. And then they called me and said I couldn't even use my church's card because I had to go to the bank and get the chip card. I said, the one you told me that wasn't gonna be here and I needed to stop tripping. You mean that card that you can't get? No, I would believe in 14. I was telling y'all by 17 you wasn't gonna be able to access your money unless you had a chip card and your debit card, and y'all called me crazy. But now it's 17 and you gotta have a chip card, honey. Reverend, you can't even access the church's money with a debit card unless it got a chip in it. What's sad is the minister friends didn't and don't believe you, and they leading the people. Baby, I be seeing it every time these people like, wow. How do you not know what's going on? And you leading people to meet Jesus. Don't worry about it. Oh, y'all go right on ahead. I'm gonna just sit back here in the back. Cause where is you leading me to? And you don't even know what's going on. Where are you leading me to? And I'm a person at this time that hadn't been in church in probably 7 years for real. Like as far as like a steady. I'm like, you didn't know that? Did you know this? Did you know that? And that ain't trying to call no rank like, oh, I know and you don't. It's like, nigga, you got a whole 300 people that's counting on you. I got 4 at this time, my kids. I still can't get my pastoral colleagues to understand the importance of getting their congregations ready. Girl, listen. And this was 10 years ago. But the people that were studying the Bible, you heard that man at the end, he said, that's the mark of the beast. I quit working for Quick Trip. He said, I quit. That I know what that is. He said, right now it's voluntary. He said, but in a minute it ain't gonna be. And he didn't lie. 10 years ago, he said, I'm not gonna work for them because in a minute, right now, I can choose it. He said, but in a minute, that's how I'm gonna have to clock in. And ain't that what y'all just said 10 years later? I know this because some people just came in and told us earlier this year that their businesses are going over to this whole fingerprint and retina scanner, and if you don't do it like that, you don't get hired. Like you can't work. You said if you talk about it in a pulpit, you subject to get put out. Girl, I done told you they put me out. But now they all secretly watching me. It be so many pastors that y'all don't even know that I know personally that pop in and out of here, and I be too tickled. I don't acknowledge them or nothing. I don't say nothing. But when I tell y'all, the pastors and the ministers that I used to tell y'all about, they be in our class. Trying to sneak in, but I seen you. I'm telling you what I know. Mechanics at the hospital, requirements of blood for employment. Interesting. You said the tech is the B system. No, I understand. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, they be looking. They be watching. They be looking. They be watching. Guess I ain't in a reprobate mind all alone. They be watching. Watching everything I be saying over here. They be watching. They be watching. Oh, you hear me? Yeah, I was telling you the truth back then. Nigga. You said, right, you hear me? I was telling y'all. And because everybody else wasn't telling y'all, y'all didn't listen. Now you sneaking in my classes. Hey, you. Hey. From the back. In the back there. Mm-hmm. Listen. You said in 2014 I was clocking in and out with my fingerprints at the grocery store. Right. 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 But I got called crazy when I was trying to tell them, hey, y'all need to wake up, church people. Hey, wake up. Hello? Is anybody in there? Oh, you're just going to spout scriptures at me, but do you know what they mean? Hello? Wake up. Wake up. Is anybody in there? Or hello? Do you see this? And they was looking straight past me. We had a face scanners during, now we back to fingerprint. I'm salary, so I don't have to use it. Thank God. That part. I was like, hello? Wake up, nigga. The world is starting to end, or maybe y'all not. Oh, okay. So what was the message at church today? Let me ask y'all a question. And I know that some of y'all did this because I asked y'all to do it, but does it blow your mind when you talk to these church people? If you ask them Sunday what the message was about, 30 minutes after they get out of church, a lot of times they can't tell you. Have y'all been doing your research? Have you been doing your studies to see? If you ask them what church was about, most times 30 minutes, 45 minutes after church, they can't really tell you what it was about. What was the message about? Well, what did you get out of it? What you mean what I get out of it? How did it touch your life? What is it that it did for you? It was just good. It was a good service. Why are you laughing, Michelle? Because you know it to be true. Baby, that, and I started doing that back about when I was about 27. I asked, like, call all the church people I know on Sunday and asked them, because this is when they was telling me I was going to hell because I went to church. So I said, well, I'm going to get whatever you got. I said, I'm going to get whatever you got. Said, well, tell me what you got. None of them couldn't tell me. I said, and that's why I don't go. Right there. My mom fails that question every time she comes to pick up Nathan on Sundays. Oh, not you been hitting her all the Sundays. Sarah. Shoot. I said so. I'm supposed to go and what? Y'all do know that heaven, it's not attendance based, right? Who knows that heaven is not attendance based? That's not how you get in there. Do you guys know that? Do you? Getting into heaven is not based on your attendance at church. But this is the rule that people have told people: as long as you go to church, baby, you're going to be all right. Lies, because you might be in the synagogue of Satan. You might just be in the synagogue of Satan. It's true. Ask her. You think she'd start paying more attention knowing I'm going to ask? Baby, listen. I already know. I hate them. I quit doing it. I ain't did it in a while, but baby, I'll call all the church people I know on Sunday and ask, so, what'd you learn at church today? What was the message about? He came out of, let me give him I didn't even write it down. Well, he was talking about, but it was good, honey. We shouted all over the place. So he talked about and he came out of first Ezekiel. Ezekiel, and he, what? The 17th chapter. And so what was it about? So then they'll quote the scripture. But what, okay, so how did that help you? Like, what did you think of when the scripture came over the pulpit? I got to work on myself. But it didn't bring up anything specific that you need to work on, or where did it hit you in your throat? So you telling me that God is coming back and I need to get back in the church. But you can't never tell me what you learned when you go there. I sat down with my leader and asked 5 questions about Christmas and fake Easter eggs and Easter doctrine according to the scripture. Once they always say, once saved, always saved, and about the Apocrypha, text only. Interesting. You trying to get beat up, aren't you? Fearless. You can't ask that many questions at one time. You got to get them one question about every 6 months, because they will attack you. They become very violent when they don't know. And you got to be careful with that. I asked my friend, how come church don't talk about the lost books? He said it's too long. So they got a short attention span for the Lord. Let's stay right there. He said because it's too long and they need a shorter version, right? Right. Yeah, too much to talk about. Got it. Does anybody know the whole purpose of what we'll be doing in heaven? Can't be no longer than them dragged out sermons that pastor keep recycling. You said they do get aggressive. Love my church folks, but they get heated real quick with debate. Do. Nah, it's time to give them the truth. I ain't got no time for games. Blessing, sister. I know that's right. You said I'm popping them in the head. So you got your hammer out. I get it. I get the feeling. I know what's going on. Oh, you said yeah, because it take time away from begging for money. Got it. So let me ask you a question. What will we be doing in heaven? Matter of fact, God said something is him and he is something. What did he say? He said, you know what I'm talking about? He is the Word. And the Word is what? And the Word is him. If God is the Word and the Word is him, and people don't want to spend time in the Word, do you really want to spend time in heaven with God? I'll wait. What think you're going to heaven to do? What do you think? I mean, he is his word, and his word is him. I don't have time to read all that. You go too deep. Oh, okay. Because you're literally going to heaven to be with the word. The word you don't have time to read. The word you don't have time to get that down and deep in. So what's your point of going? Tell me. I'm listening. Okay. You said this who I am on earth makes sense in heaven. Uh-oh. 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 I mean, I'm just trying to understand. If God says my word is me and I am my word, I am my word and you know, if he says that, then you're going to heaven to be with the word. So what you think we're gonna be doing up there all day? So what happens when he don't have time for you in his kingdom? That part. Because you didn't have time to dig into the word, and the word is him and he is his word. So then you want to spend time with the word even though you didn't spend time in the word and did right. So you think you just gonna be able to listen to teaching. Thank you, Rika. You think you just gonna be able to listen to teaching for 1,000 years and 1,000 years and 1,000 years, and you can't even spend an hour or two in your word or really get deeper and go deeper to find more about God and how amazing he is and the stories that we don't know and all of that. So what you think you about to be hearing up there? All of them that be over here trolling, bet they can't answer that question. Listen here, I'll just be wondering. Sarah said, "Bop, bop." Homie, don't play that. I'm gonna get me a sock. You said what? So you doing all that jumping and shouting and praising, but you haven't gone. I'm just trying to see something. Oh, okay. You said you're guilty of not reading. How when you been here this long? Oh, mm-mm. I just want to understand. People's like, all you do is read the Bible. Well, I do plan on trying to make it into heaven, so I need to be acquainted with the person and the entity that I'm going to go see, because he is his word and his word is him. What if he start asking me questions? I don't even think it's charged. I don't even think it's charged. Let's see.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Hello, you'll need to file in to the left and to the right. Yeah, welcome to Heaven's Gates. Yeah, uh-huh. So there will be a questionnaire for you waiting at the door. We will need you to sit off to the left, get your heavenly quill, and fill out that questionnaire. There's about 10,000 questions that have to do with God himself. Good luck to you. All right, yes, you. Come on up. Let me have that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna put this here on this check thing, and it's gonna run your. Yeah, how you doing? How was life for you? Good, 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 good. Okay. So whether this turns red or green determines whether you're gonna go to the left or to the right. It's not looking good for you, Betty. Oh no. Well, sometimes towards the end of the questions, you might know a couple more. Don't worry about it. Okay. Ooh. All right. We're going to need you to go to the left because you didn't know enough about God. And so then he doesn't know you. To the left over there, please. Thank you. No. There's no redos. Go ahead. Go on. Angels, can you grab him? He's a feisty one. If he says, I am my word and my word is me, and you don't get to know his word, what does that mean? When it's time to fill out the questionnaire, you haven't studied the material. Scary. It's very scary. Oh, excuse me. It's very, very scary. Is That's very scary. Could you imagine thinking that because you went to church every week and every Tuesday, that was your ticket in? But you never dug in and got deep in God's word to understand what was going on? So that you could know his ways better, not just what your church teach, but the extra stuff that's not just right in front of you. Like how old his grandma was when his mama was when she walked. Or maybe how old his mama was when she was born. When he was born. Or maybe some of the miracles, because they're going to be like, Jesus, I know you. The first miracle that you did, Jesus, was the wine. He said, wrong. You never went and actually looked up what happened to me between 0 and 11, did you? Jesus, I know you. Okay, so what happened when I was 5? I'll give you a hint. The rabbi. The KJV didn't tell me. He said, well, did you go seeking and finding to look? I purposely left out when Eve died, so hopefully you would go looking for that. I purposely left out the daughters and sons' names, so hopefully you would go looking, and then you would have found the book of Jasher, and you would have found the book of Enoch, and you would have found all of these other books that tell the rest of the story. But since you were okay with just getting what was put right in front of you, and you didn't want no more of me than that, just what everybody else knew about me, no. I had a lady basically say on TikTok that God was going to deny me because I didn't go to church. He said, forsake not to assemble yourselves. How many of God's assemblies were, Jesus' assemblies were in tabernacles? It's a reason they call it the church house. You better get down to the church house. Where did they have to break open the door of the synagogue, or did they have to break open the door of a house? Did he say where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name in a church, I will be with them? He said where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name in a church, I will be with them. That's what he said. Or he said where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I'll be there. Which one? Oh, okay. People don't understand what the Romans was coming into the tabernacle. We read about how they went in there and they desecrated it and they spilled blood and they did all sorts of things. Some of them couldn't even go, depending on who God had over them at that time. They couldn't even go in the tabernacle. They couldn't even go into the Holy of Holies and different things like that because they was banned by whoever it is that invaded them. So that's how they had to start meeting in houses. Do you not remember that even on the day of Pentecost, they was hiding? Because Christians were being martyred by the Romans and the Greeks that were there. Y'all don't remember that part? Y'all don't remember that they was burning anybody at the stake and boiling people alive and having horses pull them apart in Colosseums because folks said they believed in Jesus and he was the only king. He was the king of kings and he used to offend the kings on the planet. And then also, why did he talk about the synagogues of Satan if there weren't any? What does persecution mean? Why did he say some of you will be persecuted? Some of y'all gonna be beaten. Some of y'all gonna be unalive for my name, but I got you. So if I can be unalive for his name, you think we could just all meet up in the same place? And people were saying if we freely, you think you could freely meet up in a synagogue at that time when people were being crucified, huh? For saying they believe in Jesus, stoned to death. You think that everybody could just go meet up at church? That's what you think? You don't think it's a reason that he had 3,000 people on the side of a mountain and out in the desert? Or on a boat? Didn't it seem like they was always having to run and go somewhere else? Because some folks was looking for them? So you think it was just easy just to be... That's what you thought? They became martyrs. Okay. They was always running. They was always getting thrown in jail, beaten, and all kinds of stuff. So you think you just was going to be able to just freely do that. Got it. Okay. I don't be knowing what Bible people be reading. I just be trying to figure it out. Because the one I read, honey, is very gory. It's very cutthroat. It's very real life. It's very everything I be seeing on the news. We read today that God was pissed off at the Israelites and the priests because they was praying towards the east. And I asked y'all a question today and said, where do the Israelites of today pray? And y'all said, where? Where do they pray to? Which direction? Which way do the Muslims pray? Buddhists? Is there sundial worship? And sun God worship in almost every religion right now? So God said, my people are praying to the east and don't even know they worship in the sun. And it's pissing me off. He said the women are on the north at the north gate praying for Tammuz, the fertility god, a Nephilim. That's happening right now too. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that they pray. From what I understand, they pray to the east too. Somebody went to go check it because they think I'm crazy. It's okay. It's there. We already had the class earlier today. Don't worry about it. Go check. It's there. It's Ezekiel 8. Because I know whoever it is, you don't believe it. Go check real quick. All right, I found it. They was like, please go check. And check the scripture, Ezekiel 8, and then go look. Excuse me. My whole thing for saying that is you got to get to know what God is thinking, and you need to get to know how he feels about your life, not people, not your religion, not your president, not your police officers, none of those people. Hey pumpkin, you gonna have to know what God feels about the way that you live. And it blows me again. Like I said, people don't have time to get in deep into the word, but they think they're gonna sit in the word for millenniums, for eons. But you can't even have time to spin in the word right now. Because literally, when you're looking at scripture, whether it be lost books or the Bible, you're looking at God. He said, I am my word and my word is me. So the fact that you don't have time to spend time in his word is mind blowing. The fact that you don't want to get to know him on a deeper level is mind blowing. Because you expect him to let him into your heaven, but you don't have no time to spend with him, which is his word. Does that make sense to you? Do it. If you're going to heaven to be with the word, but you don't have time for the word now, why would the word let you into its heaven, his heaven, the heaven, if that's where the word is? But you don't want the word. You say that's too deep and God is not. Okay. I don't know. It's weird to me. It's weird to me. So when people tell me you do too much or you look too deep into things, yeah, I want God to know that I'm trying to learn as many things as I can about him. So he don't say, go away from me, you worker of iniquity, I never knew you. Because I actually took the time to get to know him and what he like and what he don't like. I ain't saying I'm always going to do it right. But at least he know I try to get to know him and try to spend as much time with him as I could. Learning about why he made the earth and the crust of the layers and the flowers. He took a lot of time. He put a lot of time into this stuff. And so maybe he want people to look at his creation and not worship his creation, but pay attention to the details. So I'm going to look at the flowers. I'm going to look at the different vines you made, the different kinds of apples and carrots and peas and stuff, and then like the different kind of oranges you made. You made about 100 different type of oranges, and then you got star fruits and stuff, but all the star fruits don't look the same. It's all kind of pine trees, but they're not the same kind. It's different types of palm trees. They're not all the same, and they don't all taste the same, and you can't use them all in the same way. Some of them have different medicinal properties. Some of them don't. I want you to know that I took the time to understand why you created everything that you created. Exactly. Red pepper, green pepper, yellow peppers, orange peppers. Okay. Think about how much time it took him to do that. And people just be like, oh, whatever, it's just the pepper. Is it really? Well, why each pepper have a different chemical compound, chemical makeup, and all of these daisies and different things like that. And you can eat the onion grass or whatever it is, and then it's lemongrass, and then it's a wild onion, and this kind of onion, and all of that. And then he made your taste buds to be able to tell the difference between a red onion, a yellow onion, and a white onion. Between a regular orange and a blood orange. Between a fruit over there in Africa that I want to taste, that they say tastes like pineapple and banana mixed, I want to eat that. I want to eat one of those. I don't know what it's called, but I want to eat one. It's a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't get to go eat. I'm just mad about that. Just let me go to the different continents so I could just eat the food. The natural food, whatever just be on the trees. Like, I want to taste that. You hear me? But if somebody say they know you, they should know things that are not just whatever it is that's on your social media. So if you look at church as God's social media, do you only know what you see on social media about him? If church is Jesus's and God's social media, do you only know what he's putting on social media? Or do you know him off the camera and off the pool, like out of that certain situation? Do you know? Or do you only know what they tell you at your social media gathering, which is church? Because it's a lot of people that can say, oh, I know CERCA. Do you really? I done told you a lot of my life experiences, but that don't mean you know me personally. You said I know him outside of social media. Oh, okay. If church is God's social media, and that's where he goes live, do you know anything else about him once that's off? As they do in church. That's when they about to hit the drums. And do you? Answer me. Answer me. Answer me now. Do you? And they all taste different. Yep. Yep. Each has a property, a different healing property. Come on now. It's called a what? A kapaku fruit? Is that a kapaku fruit? A koopa fruit? Whatever that is, I want to eat one. The one that tastes like banana and pineapple mixed together. I want to eat that. You said being in this setting shows me I need to know more. Right, my aunt was shocked watching Moses. Uh-oh. So all I want to know, I've learned more on my own and from here than I did in church. Like you taught me how to actually study and process it. Come on, pumpkin. That's all I'm saying. Is you learning outside of his social media, honey. What else do you know? Y'all can't tell me that people don't be amazed when y'all can give them facts that they don't normally get. How did you know that? What do you mean? No, where did you find that at? Because that's not in the regular Bible. I've never seen that. I know. It's okay. That's why God sent me here to tell you. You didn't just sit on this bus stop for nothing. He knew the information he gave me, and he knew you was looking for it. So sit down while we talk. Go right ahead. No, it's okay. I'll stand. Nobody wants to watch TV with me anymore. I know they don't. I knew that was coming. That didn't even take 3 months for y'all. I remember that. I said in a minute, ain't nobody gonna want to watch TV with you. I'm sorry. They not gonna want to watch TV with you. You gonna have to either be quiet or just let them, because you gonna see too much after this. You ain't gonna be able to unsee it. And we working on 3 years now, so I know for a fact by now they definitely don't be wanting to watch no TV with y'all. Y'all can't ruin it for them. Y'all gotta let them learn a little bit. You said, so which book should you start out reading and studying to gain more information about? What books do you have? The Lost Books of the Bible was real good. You could read the book of Adam and Eve. Might want to screenshot this before they be trying to flag me. I be trying to do it in a way to where they don't be on that BS. So if y'all been wondering why I really ain't been showing no books, that's why, because they keep on playing. You see this? Okay. Because if I show it, they been like, it's weird. They're trying to get me. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. And so for people that cannot afford those books, and I don't mean don't want to buy them. I mean cannot afford them. $48 is 2 of them. Look up the set, but you can go to my website and put in a request. If you're financially strapped right now, we understand. But I would say the book of Adam and Eve is really, really good. And the reason I say that is because you will see that the enemy doesn't bring any new tricks. CERCA TROVA 22.com is the website. Please go down to the bottom and get the email for the books, please. And you just send me your address and all of that stuff. But you've read the Holy Grail. Pretty cool. So see this right here. Right? This would have been a very important book to have when we was reading Genesis. I believe in my heart that a lot of people might not have unalived themselves if they could have read this. You hear me? A lot of people probably would not be in the grave had they have been able to read this story. I know there's a lot of things that I wouldn't have done had I been able to read the book of Adam and Eve. Not just Genesis, but the book of Adam and Eve. Oh, yes, Pumpkin. I appreciate you, too. Listen, because a lot of stuff, the devil be putting it on you, right? And he'll make you think. Yes. You can go read this right now if you want to. You can read it on Sacred Text. You go to the Apocrypha. There's a website called sacredtext.com. Go to the Apocrypha. It's got the book of Enoch on there. Thank you, Mr. Avery. It's got a whole bunch. Thank you, y'all. It's got a whole bunch of books on there on the Apocrypha that are not in the Bible. And the Apocrypha just means hidden things, hidden knowledge. That's all that means. So thank you, Mr. Avery. My books are needing a replacement soon. Pages are leaning. Why? I talked to my auntie and she was like, no, I don't want to mess them up. I said, no, they're going to get ugly. I don't know why. I get it. But you might as well go on and do it. Y'all seen how mine look? I ain't got to bring them out. Y'all already know. Where the old ones at? I'll bring one. I'll just bring both of them. I'm going to do it. These was my hardback originals. Y'all already know. These was hardbacks when I got them. They not hardbacks no more. Now, thanks to Miss Housematter, I do got me a set of hardbacks finally again up there, but these was hardbacks. Thank you, Punky. These was hardbacks when I first got them. This was my first set of the OTP. And y'all see how they look now. And I did this in under 4 years. Probably by 2 years, the stuff was coming off. They supposed to be ugly. That's how you know you done used them. They, oh, be careful. What is you doing? They already raggedy. But guess what? When I first started reading them, I ain't gonna lie. If it got so crazy because it went against like what I thought the Bible meant, right? Do y'all know I did used to throw these? Have y'all ever thrown any of y'all books? Y'all done ever read something? Thank you. Y'all done ever read something and been like, oh my God, and just threw it? No? Oh, see, they ain't got good enough to you yet. You said no judgment. Thank you. Thank you, Pumpkin. Thank you. Baby, because some stuff you be like, You said all the time. Baby, I throw that book in the middle like, oh my God, let me go give me some medicine or something. Get in there good, and honey, get in there good. You'll throw it. He ain't hit you in the throat right yet. Soon as he hits you in the throat right yet, you gonna throw it. You said nope. I close it and say nope. Ain't that so crazy? You said only now. Trying to tell you, it's a real thing. It have you thinking Kiva. You be like, this is. You don't even have no word for what it is. This is wow. Then you go and be pondering stuff. Not through it, but slam it shut and go roll what and make a drinky drink. Listen, amen. That part. Listen. That part. Get you one in real quick. Let me get my reading meds together my doctor gave me. Crazy. Let me get them together. I'll be right back, y'all. But it's the truth though. But when the word gets so good to you, you know what I'm saying? You wanna know more. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm probably about to get off here anyway. My itis thing kicked in. I'm about to go get in my bed. I'm about to go get in my bed. You hear me? But I hope and pray that y'all start spending more time in it. I'm trying to get back into studying and reading, but I got so overwhelmed because I'm all over. Got it. Um, okay, so let me say this to you, Sean. Is it Shanice? Let me say this to you. You feel like you all over the place because you're not finishing, but all of the answers ain't in one place, pumpkin. Sean, okay. Sean, all the answers is not in the one place. If you go through my journals, pumpkin, I might be in Jeremiah today, or Jeremiah, Ecclesiastics, and back in Genesis. We've been taught read the Bible in a year, and this whole thing. No, it's not like that. God might have you on one thing for 6 months because everything that he's going to teach you in the next 6 months is going to go back to each point of what you studied. Don't feel like you all over the place. Just let him lead your study and it'll all make sense later. Right now it don't have to. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's so much stuff that I wrote down, words that I wrote down, phrases that I wrote down, all kinds of stuff, because he was just giving me all the information. Well, later on, all of it made sense. Some stuff didn't even come. He didn't give me the answers until I got on TikTok. And I had been studying 10 years before, questions I had asked in my books, names I had wrote down, all sorts of things. And then the answers didn't come, some of them, until I got over here. So right now it's just your exploratory phase. And that's kind of where I be trying to get people, don't try to put stuff in like in concrete. Just learn as much as you can. Keep your mind open. Saying this quick pop-up was for a reason. Uh-oh. You asking me? So chicken and biscuits. I had some chicken and biscuits. With this good old sauce right here. With this Blue Hog's raspberry chipotle sauce on it and some ranch fire. I had me 2 yeast biscuits and about 8 pieces of chicken. And so, bread and meat, it make me sleepy. Rika, talking about smash, and they was on flats too, baby. Listen, oh, it's good. It was good, nephew. You going down to the Chinaman place and you get you some of this and put that on there. Go on and get you about 6 wings from the plate. Down there at the place where they got the rice. Go on down there and get you some of this. This right here, you get it for $1 at Walmart. It's called Blues Hog, and it's called Raspberry Chipotle Barbecue Sauce. Nephew, stupid. I'm trying to figure out what to eat right now. Baby, I didn't want to cook, and I forgot I had the wings in there. I said, let me go and throw these in the oven. And then it was the yeast rolls from the freezer. I just waited till the chicken was almost done, threw them in there in the oven, put the butter on them, and I was done with it. That's all I need. I ain't got, Oh, nephew, stupid. And get this before you get the wings so you can eat it in the car. Just pour a little bit on there and bite it. Just know I told you so. Just know I told you so, nephew. Stupid. And don't have no ranch to like bite it without the ranch and then bite it with that and the ranch on there. Go on down there to the place and get you a couple wings, nephew, for about $7. I'm telling you. It's going to change your whole life. Mm-hmm. PSA, if anyone in the area of a Publix, Del Monte, canned goods is 10 for 10 this week. If you are in the area of a Publix, Del Monte cans is 10 for 10 this week. Good deal to go get them. At a Publix got they can Del Monte cans 10 for 10, so you want to rack up if you can. Fruits and vegetables. You said got us all wanting wings now. Listen, I want to make me a sweet potato pie tomorrow, but I don't need to eat that whole thing by myself, so I'm going to try to figure out how I can make me some small ones. Because I eat the whole sweet potato pie by myself, and I shouldn't do that. But I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm going to make one. So then I guess I'll probably just be eating it all. Unless I can make me some mini, I might find a miniature pie tin so that it's if I eat a whole pie, it's only this big instead of this big. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna find a little bitty muffin tin, the little bitty pie shells, the miniature ones they got. Yeah, but they got the miniature pie shells too, cause I like the pie crust under there. I like that. And sometimes I like to put me like some pecans or something in the bottom of there and then pour that over that. So I don't know. I ain't really decided just yet. I know. I'm trying to not go to Walmart though, because Walmart supported that man that wants me to go back to the cotton fields, and I just don't know if I really want to be over there. That's why I'm sad I bought this and it tastes so good, because I bet you I don't know if they got this anywhere else. And I bought this at Walmart a long time ago before I knew. And so then, yeah, they gave right on to that man campaign. I said, really, Walmart? With all of the, do you realize the people that make your money? If the niggers and the Mexicans and the Asians quit going in there, who you gonna have? They gave a lot of money to that man campaign. I know Target didn't, but they did. I told y'all Walmart was the devil. We have the bigger jars of Blues Hog at Publix. Oh, they sell. This is from where you at? A whole bunch of people that we shop at. Oh, I know. I already been looking. I didn't know that. Thank you. I already been looking. I'm sad too, because I love they French coolers they be having. Like I'm really sad. I'm really, really sad about that. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I said, well, maybe I'll just go somewhere else, save a lot or something for a minute. Real, real crazy. Anyway, I love y'all. Hopefully you all got a wake up call today about all of this digital technology stuff, because it's real, real crazy, you know. They French coolers is fire. I know they so good, especially if you get them when they first make them, girl. Oh, because I'm not going to Dunkin' Donuts paying them $17 for nothing. I love you too. So listen, please spend time in your word so that God know your name and He know you know His story. To those of you that are new here, go to sacredtext.com, look up the Apocrypha, and you will see a woman with a baby. Under there, there is the Book of Enoch, all kinds of books that you can read. If you go lower than that, you'll be able to read the infancy of Jesus Christ, Thomas's Gospel of the first infancy of Jesus Christ. I can't remember the exact name of it, but you can read what happened to Jesus when he was little. Like, not just the stuff that's in the KJV. You can actually read about what happened when he was a baby and the miracles that happened while he was a baby. You know, and a lot of people don't know those miracles, but they're very important because they have a lot to do with the miracles we do know about. Okay. So, to my newbies here, y'all know what to do. Well, not y'all know. My obies, y'all know what to do. To my newbies, it's a very good thing to look into. Sacred Text. Yep. sacredtext.com and go to the Apocrypha. Oh, you're welcome, Pumpkin. And literally, yeah, it's gonna blow your mind. I promise you. Definitely read the book of Adam and Eve, honey. Definitely, I encourage you, if you talking about starting over reading the Bible, if you gonna read Genesis, you need to read the book of Adam and Eve together with that, so you can see how much is not there. It's very important. I love y'all.